What's up? What's up? You should request my live, Starla. Okay, you just requested. Hold up. Okay. What's up? What's up? What's up? Are we gonna get straight to it? Okay, I sent a request. You should be able to come to live now. What's up? What's up? How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm blessed. How you doing?
Good, real good.
Perfect. I had to play. So I don't know if you listen to Toby No Wigwam. I had to play I'm Dope by him. Okay, you know he's from Houston. You
Yep.
from Houston, you know what I'm saying? So, to show a little bit of Houston love out there. All right, so we'll get straight to it. Appreciate those of y'all that are in the comments here. I got my questions here, and if you are here for the first time, basically we're just doing a post podcast interview live. We're just kind of just relaxing. It's not going to be anything too serious. Just questions to get to know Starla on a deeper level. I don't know if the people that are here are Starla's people, but yeah, we're going to get straight to it. Anyways, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm blessed. It's 7 p.m. where you're at, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I got my questions here and stuff. I just wanted to know, have you had any wins this week that we should know of?
Man, so this week I would just say, honestly, this is the main week that I would have been paying off most of my debt. And now that I've been debt free for a whole month, no debt payments, straight to
Hey.
savings. So big win.
Love that. I love that. Okay, amazing. How does it actually feel being debt free? Let's let the people know real quick.
Now that I think now not having to make a payment this month, I finally am reaping the benefits of it. And it feels really good. It feels very freeing. Now I'm able to allocate my funds where I want them to go versus, me being forced to having to put my money in a place because I owed somebody.
Okay, cool. Which I know you got two dogs. Which dog is that?
This is Marley. He's
Okay.
the boss man. So.
Oh, okay, cool. Trying to get some camera time too, huh? Yeah, I feel that. All right. So I guess let the people know a little bit about Starla. We know you're from Houston. Just a little summary, whatever you want to say. Nothing too deep.
Okay. Well, I'm originally from Corpus Christi, Texas, so I'm a big Texas native. I've lived in Houston about 3 years. I come from a single parent household. My mom held us down all these years after my father passed away. And I have 2 sisters, no brothers, and I'm the baby.
Okay.
I would say for like occupation, I'm a fingerprint analyst, so for a crime lab here in Houston.
Okay, dope. So you're out there helping solve cases, basically.
I do, yeah.
Okay, cool. And one thing I'll say, if y'all are new, this is the time for questions. So if you got any questions for Starla, go ahead and put them down there. It's a relaxed environment. It could be, a normal question about debt. It could be a question just about her. You know what I'm saying? So we're just chilling here, just catching a vibe. That's what it's about. And yeah. So what would you say is your relationship with money? Let's talk about money real quick.
My relationship with money now is good. I budget every month. I try to have a purpose for my money every month. But growing up, I did not have a good relationship with money. I was frivolous in my spending. I did not. I was bad at saving. I didn't save at all, and I just felt like. I just was very irresponsible, period. That's how I got myself in some of the debt that I was in. Even in college, working several jobs, I just didn't save, didn't pay off debt, wasn't aggressive with my paying at all. So I abused credit cards, took out personal loans, just did a lot of, irresponsible things. So growing up, it just wasn't good. And I just wasn't given that. My mom always told us to save, save your money, don't get credit cards, but never like explain why we shouldn't, why we need to save, like kind of like the financial literacy behind doing it and not just telling us to do it, which my mom, I think, is on here right now.
Oh, okay. Shout out to her. Okay, cool. I guess you said it wasn't as good when you grew up. So what made that shift?
Honestly, it wasn't until my late 20s and early 30s when I kind of just knew I could do better. You know, once I finally got into the job market after college and making more money, I knew that I would be able to pay off debt, but I was still trying to, you know, that expression YOLO. I was still wanting to go out there and live my life and party and not really buckle down and make the sacrifices that need to be made just to pay my debt off. So I was making minimum payments every month and not really being aggressive about it and knocking it out. So priorities were messed up, basically.
That makes sense. Okay, perfect. I know people are going to get value from the episode that we dropped. I almost had to cut it off. He was dropping too many gems in the episode. You know what I'm saying? No, but I guess just as a fun question, could you marry someone if they had student loan debt at this point in your life?
Absolutely, but as a caveat, it just depends on what their relationship with money is and if they're being responsible with their money. Because if they're just not paying back student loans or just paying back minimums and, you know, being frivolous with their spending outside, I just don't think I could. But yeah, I could marry somebody with debt or be in a relationship with somebody with debt.
Okay, cool. What if you were trying to put them on, like, you know, this is a way we could pay off the debt faster, but they're not really trying to hear your conversation or anything?
Absolutely not. I will not put myself in a position to be back in extreme debt, especially when you have two incomes combined. Really, no, absolutely not.
Okay, cool. So it's just like if they have the mindset that they're ready.
Yes.
Get rid of it. Okay, cool. Okay, so I got a would you rather question. Would you rather save money or spend it? I'm just curious.
Oh, save.
Save?
Yeah.
Okay. You're not, are you like a frugal? You don't like spending money like that, or?
I was maybe up to about 5 years ago, I was a spender. But now, like, I'm very, I think twice. I overthink when I want to buy something for myself or when I spend money. And even if I have the money to do it, sometimes I'm like, no. So I'm much more of a saver. And, you know, up until a month ago when I paid off my debt, I didn't really have money in my savings account because my emergency fund got eaten up for some car repairs and medical expenses. But but everything that I had, if I had money to spend, I was like, nope, it needs to go towards debt. And now I'm like, nope, it needs to go towards saving or sinking funds. So.
Okay, I like that. Just to refresh the room, I know there's a couple more people that hopped in here. Basically, we're just doing a post podcast interview live, and this is based off of my Debt Free podcast. I encourage y'all to go follow Debt Free podcast. Let's not be disrespectful in the house of the live, you know what I'm saying? So hit us with that follow real quick. And yeah, we're just getting to know Starla on a deeper level, I guess. And if y'all got questions about, you know, debt, stuff like that, both me and Starla are debt free. So go ahead and drop your questions down below. So you said save money. Would you rather save money or make money? Let's go with that.
Ooh. You know what? I would still say that's a hard one. I would still say save money because even as long as I have some type of income coming in, I'm not the type to really want to make more. I'm okay with what I have. I'm appreciative and fine and comfortable with what I have. So as long as I'm just managing what I have accordingly and properly, I'm good. Because the grass isn't always greener. So even if I could make more money, no, I've learned the hard way.
Okay.
And we talked about it in the podcast too.
We did. Okay. So as somebody that is in the space of, you know, helping people pay off their student loans and stuff, I recently figured out that they did an extension of the no interest to January 31st as opposed to, I think it was December 31st before. Let's say you still have student loans. We know you don't. We're not going to, you know, knock on wood, you know, but let's say you still did. What would you be doing right now until interest picks back up?
Man,
what kind of strategy do you have for the people?
Put every any type of income that you have that's available, shovel it towards a principal only payment. Like knock it down. Because we don't know what's going to happen if Biden, once he takes over, if he's going to extend that deadline. But if you can like get that principal down as much as you can, it doesn't even matter how low your interest rate is, get it down.
Okay, I love that. I love that. I love that. I don't know if anyone here has debt, but yeah, definitely take that strategy. If you're a replay gang, I know people are live watching it, but if you're a replay gang, I hope you're taking notes. If you're live watching it right now, I hope you're taking notes. I got an important question. You can answer it as deep as you want or as brief as you want, and they can go to the podcast and get the answer. But how did you pay off your student loan debt?
Ooh, okay. I have notes here.
Okay, let's get it.
So for me, I think, like I said in the podcast, due to COVID, my circumstances are probably going to be a lot more unique than other people's debt-free journey when it comes to student loans. But the student loan interest was halted. So first and foremost, I didn't stop paying because I was blessed to still have a job and my job not be affected. I kept paying on my student loans. I then proceeded to put extra money, any available extra money I had went towards my student loan. And then I know I said something else. I can't think of it right now, but man, I just attacked it like, oh, and then also to kind of help me funnel additional funds, I reduced my retirement contribution, which also helped me not only pay additional debt off, but it helped because this year alone, I paid over $24,000 of my student loan off, which resulted in me paying it off November 7th of last month.
Let's get some clapping emojis in the comments for that. Congratulations.
Yeah, so just do whatever you can. I remember watching Ifton's episode, IG Live last week when she, even on the podcast, when she talked about like the side hustles. I did side hustles back in 2017 and I just was like overwhelmed with my regular job. So a side hustle was a no. So I cut back wherever I could to free up more funds and more cash every month to put towards my debt, my student loan debt, which my student loan debt was my biggest debt that I had to pay off.
Okay,
so
amazing.
I really like encourage people, if you have student loan debt, take advantage of what's available to you right now, because who knows if it'll be extended, who knows if it'll happen again. They really should eliminate student loan interest, to be honest with you.
Definitely, because that thing is a game. It's a game of time. So yeah, definitely attacking it as soon as possible is ideal. I guess what's the best piece of financial advice you've ever received?
To just not to have more of a growth mindset, to not have a fixed mindset, have a growth mindset. So always just basically don't get complacent. Don't feel like you know everything and that you can't learn more. Also, not to be complacent in your journey. And like if you feel like you've sacrificed, you've budgeted, you've cut in every area that you could cut, constantly reevaluate, because there's always more you can do, whether it's negotiating or haggling down bills, or whether it is taking on a side hustle, there's always more you can do. So always just, and be open to the advice and the knowledge that other people drop and the other people give you, because some people, like I'm 39, so some people would be offended by somebody younger giving them good knowledge and advice that they've used that has helped them. But to me, I was so appreciative of these younger millennials who have came in and gave me the knowledge which helped me pay off my debt so much faster. I'm so appreciative of that.
I love that. I love that. And I love that because I've gotten some of those ageism things during trying to help people. And the way I look at it is like I could learn from like a 13-year-old, you know what I'm saying? So it's dope that you have that mindset and that approach. So how important do you think environment is? Because we think about the fact that, you know, if you're in an environment with people saying like, oh, I'm going to be paying off my student loans for years, forever, that could be influential. Like as it pertains to you personally, like how important was environment in your journey?
Environment was very, very important and influential in my journey. So probably up until about 6 years ago, I also felt like, man, I'm just going to be in debt for the rest of my life. I'm never going to, be debt free. I didn't know what it was like, and I didn't know anybody who was debt free personally until I got into this IG community and found this debt-free community. And I'm like, oh, it is possible. And especially, there are other Black people or minorities who are achieving debt-free status. So environment is very, very important. And the people I've met since I've been living here in Houston, for instance, I have one friend, Ebony. Me and her constantly talk about money. We even hosted a debt-free financial peace university class here in my home. And we're constantly talking about money, like paying off debt, consumer debt, student loans. So when you have people that have that same mindset or who elevate your mindset, it changes the game.
That's a fact. Definitely. Yeah, environment definitely makes it easier. So I love that you said that. I got a would you rather question for you. Hey man, we're mostly serious on the podcast. We gotta have a little change. So would you rather have $100,000 tomorrow or 1 million 7 years from today?
1 million 7 years from today.
Okay, why?
Because even if I had less than $100,000, the $100,000 could grow into 1 million down the road. I just have no immediate benefit to have 100,000 when I could have, because that 100,000 may not be 1 million in 7 years. So I would rather have 1 million down the road.
Okay, good answer. Yeah, delayed gratification.